Hey guys, welcome back to another Warframe Done Efficiently episode. Today we are going to be taking a look at Hydroid, thanks to whoever suggested that in the comments. I can't remember who it was now because it was quite a few weeks ago, but yep, we've arrived at Hydroid. Oh dear. But yeah, we are going to be maxing him out and making him look cool as per usual. Fortunately this week I've been able to sell one of my higher stat Riven mods, and yeah, we got a crisp 1k plat from that, so I've got a bit to work with this week, which is fortunate, and that'll probably last me maybe 2 or 3 more videos as well actually for doing this, which is nice because I am going to need it because I am running short of former. So yeah, we've got ourselves the Kuva Drakgoon, the Synoid Gammacor, which has recently received its Incarnon upgrade, so we're going to be doing that. It used to be one of my favourite weapons way back in the day, the Synoid Gammacor, but yeah, it's fallen off in recent years. So we're going to be seeing what the Incarnon weapon or the Incarnon upgrade can do for us, and then we've also got the Praedos here. I have got an Orokin reactor on the Praedos, and it's already maxed out here in terms of evolutions because I was using it for parkour velocity, but I thought it about time that we actually get a proper build on it since, yeah, there's no former on here right now. And it could just do with a bit of work, basically. So yeah, that's what we're rolling with. But yeah, without further ado, guys, let's go ahead, get ourselves an affinity booster, and we'll go ahead and start to max out our Hydroid and our weapons. Alright guys, we have now completed our Hydroid build, and it is a Nourish build. Again, I have no idea how well this is going to work. I did actually formula this incorrectly, but there was still enough room to fit this on. So yeah, we've gone for a Corroding Barrage build on our first. I'm hoping to combine this with Magus Anomaly and kind of pull enemies into it and shred their armor. That's kind of my thought process here. But I am fully aware that this is probably going to do very little damage at all. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. It might be able to combine with Nourish to do some more damage. But yeah, we'll just have to see. If it doesn't, then yeah, we may have to replace this with something else. I don't know. But yeah, basically just built towards strength, efficiency, and duration, and that's pretty much it. Range, I'm not considering to be too important here because the radius of this doesn't really change at all. The explosion radius of each of the bolts does, but to be honest, since I'm going to be using Magus Anomaly, everyone's going to be getting hit by the same bolts anyway because they're all going to be very close together. So I'm not too worried about range right now. Obviously, if we do need to increase that anymore, we can take another look at the build, but for now, this is what we're rolling with. And then we got Energize and Guardian for a bit more duration. Sorry, durability. And then on our Drakgoon here, I've gone for a Heat Corrosive build. This is not a great gun, in my opinion. It's fairly meh. This is a joint stat crit build, so yeah, hopefully we can get some decent damage off here. 21 multi-shot, 19.8% status per projectile, so, you know, at least 4 projectiles we're firing are gonna proc a status effect, hopefully. That's the plan. Then the Synoid Gammacor here, if we take a look at the Incarnon upgrades, we have ourselves increased damage by +10, and plus 25% multi-shot while channeled ability is active. The other one for this was just +5 every time we use 50 energy, which to be honest, I don't think we're going to be doing all that much on any of my frames, so this seemed like the obvious one. I don't know how many frames I actually use channeled abilities on, but yeah, it just seemed like the better choice. 8 range on evolution 3, so we can shoot things from further away, and then we have the crit chance, crit damage bonus on the last one here, just to try and bring our crit chance and crit multiplier up in line with our status. So again, a joint status and crit build here, and we've gone for corrosive and magnetic here. That way we can shred shields and armor at the same time. And then if we take a look at our Praedos, fairly straightforward build with Viral and Heat, with Blood Rush on, and Organ Chatter, Berserker Fury. And yeah, this should be able to chop up enemies nicely, but also it's mainly for getting around, to be honest. So we're going to get parkour velocity, we're going to get sprint speed and slide speed. We are going to get slide attack range, and then yeah, we get some combo counter every time we pick up ammo, which is fairly meh, I guess. I don't really know. But yeah, kind of a support melee, I guess, in that respect. But it can still do a decent amount of damage. So that is the build, guys. Let's go ahead and get our fashion frame done now. Okay, guys, so I've decided to go with a Grax look. It's kind of the first Grax build, I guess, I've gone. And I think it's actually turned out not too bad. He's a bit of a chunky boy, but yeah, it kind of works here. So fairly straightforward signed armor on the back because there's a lot of clipping stuff going on here. But if we just go through it here, it is the Grax skin and helmets with the noble animation on. And then in terms of attachments, we have gone with the Magor set, not the Magor whatever else it is. What's the other Magor set called? Magor Towson guards. So just the normal Magor stuff. The Towson's just kind of a bit too much, really. And then Saturn 6 shoulder plates. They are, yeah, kind of beef it up a bit, which I think looks quite nice. Our clan sigil on there as well. And then the Syandana that we are using is the Rathkatag cloak. Just to add a bit more Grenieriness to it. So yeah, that is the build. Let's get into the simulacrum and we will test out our weapons. Okay guys, so here we go. I am not expecting this to do really any damage whatsoever. In fact, I don't think any of our weapons are really going to be up to the job in this particular scenario. But yeah, once we get into the Steel Path circuit, they will perform significantly better as we've seen in the past. So yeah, let's get on with it and see what kind of damage numbers we get. I mean, it's not terrible. We've definitely had worse in the past, it's got to be said. Yeah. And obviously that's without any damage bonuses from Nourish or anything like that. So yeah, Kuva Drakgoon actually not too shabby, I'd say. Let's try the Synoid Gammacor. This is probably going to start very slowly and then speed up, I would hope. Generally overall. Obviously we got Magnetic on here, which is doing absolutely naff all to these guys. That's probably worth noting. Let's keep it going. We'll get our diffusion up to maximum. We're obviously not benefiting from primary or secondary merciless, sorry. But we'll have quite a bit more multi-shot after this. There you go, times 4. Let's activate our Incarnon. So the good thing about this Incarnon is that it does suck enemies inwards, but it does very little damage right now, which is a bit disappointing, it must be said. But yeah, you know what? It's not too bad. Let's go back to this real quick and just see with that 4 times. That's gonna, yeah, there we go. So yeah, it is taking a while per kill. But like I said, we haven't really got the elements on for this, so that's probably worth noting. Let's now just try out our Praedos. So we'll have to stack up our combo counter here. Let's get it all the way up. See what kind of red crits we deal. Oh, we won't deal red crits, but yeah, it'll be higher up. So let's now activate our heavy. So actually, I think everyone should just die there because of the slash damage. I kind of forgot about that. But yeah, the Incarnon mode is probably going to be a fair bit better. Yeah, it can clear out enemies. That's the important thing. So yeah, those are the weapons. Again, they perform much better when we're actually in the Steel Path circuit. So I guess now all that remains is for us to actually try and get the frame in the circuit. I will catch you guys in a second. Alright guys, here's our Hydroid. And unfortunately we got like 3 other good frames to choose from and I have to pick the Hydroid for the video. Sad face. This is actually the second time I am doing this because the first time I got to defense, luckily only on the first rotation, and I had a weird bug. I got to the end of round 2, cleared out all the enemies, and then nothing. Nothing spawned. The next wave didn't even begin. I looked around the whole map for an enemy that I was missing, and there was nothing. So I had to restart, which was really annoying. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen again, because yeah, if it does, it's going to be sad. But we also have the Drakgoon on this little rotation right here, so we can use that. This was actually pretty good when I was using it just a minute ago, before we bugged out. So yeah, hopefully it stays good. We'll go with this to begin with, the 30% chance for Toxin on headshot. And let's crack on, guys. I will cut you in Well, if I get past the defense mission, then I'll cut you in, because that was where the bugs were occurring. Hopefully we can get past it this time. Alright guys, so we are actually on stage 7 now, so we've done a full rotation, which is, yeah, pretty good. Oh dear, as you can see, not the tankiest frame in the world. But I have some pretty decent, what are they called, decrees right now, which have been helping me out a lot. However, you may have noticed my Drakgoon ammo running very low, and I'll be honest, this thing has been hard carrying me through this. It's actually been very good. So, yeah, I'm slightly worried that if I go into the next rotation, which is going to be defense, that I am going to lose. But for the sake of the video, I am going to do it anyway, just to show you guys how this build performs. And to be honest, it is better than expected. The damage output is not too bad at all. The survivability leaves a bit to be desired. But yeah, I mean, this Dragoon with the current decrees I have is mad. I mean, the pellet count on it just means that basically, because I have like the cold on crit chance, as soon as I hit an enemy with it, even if it doesn't kill them in one shot, they get slowed just to nothing, because they instantly take 10 cold stacks, which is quite funny. And then because of that, even without my Nourish active, I have the decree that converts cold to viral. So yeah, anytime they get hit by my Dragoon, they basically instantly get 10 stacks of viral, 10 stacks of cold, and also 10 stacks of corrosive. So status-wise, yeah, it's looking pretty good. So yeah, we'll finish up here, and then we will go into the next defense mission. One thing I want to point out as well is that even though I have some alright PC hardware, this build seems to seriously tank my FPS and my game quality as well. I have the setting on which obviously allows my game quality to diminish in order to preserve frame rate for Eidolon hunts and such. Not that it ever does usually, but yeah, in this it seems to go all out, and my CPU just can't really handle it. It is the CPU that's bottlenecking, I have checked, so might have to upgrade that soon. But yeah, let's clear up this guy. There we go. Here we go then, defense. Stage 7 complete. Oh, one other bug that I've noticed as well is that when I go into... ooh, maybe this actually. Yeah, I'm going to go with this for this particular defense round. Yeah, whenever I go into Operator, he appears facing a different direction. I don't know why my camera is appearing over there. Like, what the hell is going on? This has been really annoying and frustrating as well, because sometimes I'll go into Operator and quick dash and end up just flying off the map. I don't know what the hell is going on, whether it's just me and my settings or whether that's actually a known bug, but whatever it is, it's been throwing a spanner in the works every now and then, which is very, very annoying. This defense mission is very open, which worries me a lot. Oh dear. Right. I think I'll have to go with that. Yeah, I might have to use my melee weapon in this round anyway, so it's probably worth it. So what I've been doing basically is putting down my 4th ability, which lasts for about 30 seconds, I think, if I remember correctly. And then I'll throw my 1st ability on top of it and kind of suck enemies inwards, although now that I'm using my Operator, it's very, very annoying. And then I can kind of just clean them out, although you can see now the defense objective is taking a shit ton of damage thanks to the Thrax enemies. But I can spin to win with the whip here, the Verdalac. Let's make sure R1 stays up. Yeah, we're taking a lot of damage here. This probably isn't going to go all that well. Especially if my 4th ability stops working, we are going to lose this very quickly. Let's just try sucking them in again, because they will be taking cold procs when they're close to me. But yeah, we've already lost over half the HP of the point. This is going to end very badly. Yeah, we need something that's going to give us a bit more oomph, I think. Also, I think some casting speed might help as well for this particular build. Although my Drakgoon is now back up to max ammo. Maybe we just try and use this on the next round. There's a chance we could stop them getting close enough, but it's kind of risky. Literally like a quarter HP on the point. Oh no, I think this is it, guys. It's fine. We didn't get overly far, you know, one rotation. It's not the end of the world if we were to lose it. But yeah, if we hit shots with this thing, it does a ton of damage. But yeah, it's just going to be making sure that those Thrax enemies don't get too close. And that's probably going to be the end of that. Oh! Okay, never mind. It's going down, boys. No. Oh no, what? Okay. Yeah, maybe we should have done this on the first round. So what we could do here is we could try and keep one of these guys alive and at the point regen a bit, but it's just going to take way too long. I'd rather just get it over with at this point, I think. Let's maybe bottleneck one of the entrances with this. Oh, okay, yeah, that's definitely over now, I think. Yeah. Oh well. I was not expecting to live through that. But there we go. I should have used the Drakgoon from the start, I think. The Thrax enemies were just dealing way too much damage to the point. But, you know, I was fully expecting this to be not great. But to be honest, it actually got me further. I got through a whole rotation, so yeah, fairly happy. Let's do a quick roundup, guys. Alright, so Hydroid there performing about as well as can be expected. He got us through one whole rotation though, so not too shabby, I guess. And then, yeah, defense being only the second mission in on the second rotation was a bit of an issue for us, so yeah. But the Drakgoon was actually very impressive, not gonna lie. I very much enjoyed using that weapon, and it did a lot of damage, so very happy with that weapon and how it turned out, and I'll be picking that if it ever comes up again in Steel Path Circuit for me. In terms of improving this build, I'm not really sure, you know, what other routes to take. I think adding cast speed either through, what is it called? Natural talent, or by using amber shards is probably the way to go about it. But yeah, otherwise there's not really much you could do. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have any builds for Hydroid that are a bit more tanky and can last a bit longer. Obviously I have my puddle which I can use, but whilst I'm in that I can't really do anything, so that's a bit of an issue as well. And that bug with the operator wasn't helping things either, so yeah, the odds were stacked against us. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Once again, if you have any suggestions for future frames you would like to see, please leave them down in the comments below. Once again, we are only doing primed frames and weapons at the moment, so bear that in mind when you are leaving your suggestions. And yeah, if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one, guys. See you later.